A powerful and still unexplained explosion shook a major oil facility operated by Valero Energy Corporation in the state of Texas, sending shockwaves across nearby communities, triggering large-scale emergency responses and raising urgent questions about industrial safety, infrastructure reliability, and the broader implications for America's energy network. The blast, described by multiple witnesses as a deafening thunder-like detonation, followed by a massive column of dark smoke rising high into the sky, occurred during what officials initially described as routine refinery operations, turning an ordinary working day into a scene of chaos and uncertainty within seconds. Workers inside the facility reported feeling intense vibrations beneath their feet moments before alarms began blaring across the complex, prompting an immediate evacuation protocol, while outside the refinery, residents miles away claimed they heard the explosion and saw windows rattle violently, with some even believing it to be an earthquake before realizing the source was industrial. The refinery itself, part of a critical network of fuel production hubs along the Gulf Coast, plays a vital role in supplying gasoline, diesel, and aviation fuel across the United States, and any disruption to such a facility carries potential ripple effects throughout national supply chains, making the incident not just a local emergency, but a matter of national economic concern. Emergency responders, including fire crews, hazmat teams, and local law enforcement, rushed to the scene within minutes, confronting towering flames and thick smoke that complicated rescue and containment efforts, while authorities quickly established a safety perimeter and urged nearby residents to remain indoors due to possible exposure to hazardous chemicals in the air. Early reports from officials emphasized that there was no immediate indication of foul play or external attack, yet the cause of the explosion remained officially classified as unknown, leading to widespread speculation about possible equipment failure, pressure buildup within processing units, or a gas leak that may have ignited under high-temperature conditions. Hospitals in the surrounding region were placed on high alert as injured workers began arriving for treatment, with medical teams preparing for burn injuries, respiratory distress, and trauma-related cases, though the full extent of casualties remained unclear during the initial hours as emergency crews continued to search affected areas within the facility. Federal agencies, including workplace safety regulators and chemical hazard investigators, were notified and began coordinating with local authorities to initiate a formal investigation, signaling the seriousness of the incident and its potential implications for safety compliance across similar facilities nationwide. Eyewitnesses described scenes of confusion and urgency, with employees assisting one another during evacuation, and some reporting that sections of the refinery appeared heavily damaged, with twisted metal structures and ongoing fires creating a hazardous environment for responders attempting to gain control of the situation. Meanwhile, environmental concerns began to surface as thick smoke clouds drifted across nearby neighborhoods, prompting questions about air quality, toxic exposure, and potential long-term health effects for residents, especially vulnerable populations such as children and the elderly. Local officials held briefings urging calm and cooperation, assuring the public that air monitoring systems were being deployed and that emergency protocols were being followed, while also acknowledging that determining the root cause of the explosion would require a detailed and time-consuming investigation involving technical analysis, equipment inspection, and review of operational data. Energy analysts quickly pointed out that even a temporary shutdown of a major refinery could influence fuel markets, potentially leading to price fluctuations depending on the scale of damage and duration of operational disruption, adding an economic dimension to an already serious industrial crisis. As the situation continued to develop, the incident became a focal point in discussions about the aging infrastructure of many U.S. refineries, with some experts arguing that older systems operating under extreme temperature and pressure conditions may be increasingly vulnerable to unexpected failures if not continuously upgraded and rigorously maintained. At the same time, industry representatives emphasized that refineries are designed with multiple layers of safety and that incidents, while rare, can still occur despite strict compliance with regulations, highlighting the inherently high-risk nature of processing volatile fuels on such a large scale. As night fell over the region, emergency crews remained on site, battling residual fires and working tirelessly to secure the facility, while investigators prepared to begin the complex task of uncovering what exactly went wrong in what was rapidly being described as a mystery blast that had shaken not only a Texas community, but also raised broader questions across the nation. As dawn broke over Texas, the full scale of the damage at the Valero Energy Corporation facility began to emerge, revealing charred infrastructure, damaged processing units, and areas still smoldering from the previous day's explosion. While investigators, engineers, and federal safety officials moved carefully through the site to begin piecing together the sequence of events that led to the blast, the focus quickly shifted toward analyzing critical systems within the refinery, including pressure valves, pipelines, and storage units that handle highly flammable substances under extreme conditions, as even a minor malfunction in such an environment can escalate into a catastrophic failure if not immediately contained. Officials stressed that while speculation continued in public and media discussions, determining the exact cause would require a thorough forensic investigation, including reviewing maintenance logs, sensor data, and operational procedures leading up to the moment of the explosion, as well as interviewing workers who were present at the time. In nearby communities, residents grappled with the aftermath, reporting lingering odors in the air and expressing concerns about potential health risks, while environmental monitoring teams continued to assess air and soil quality to ensure that no long-term contamination would threaten public safety. Schools in the area considered temporary closures, and local businesses experienced disruptions as authorities maintained restricted access zones around the refinery, underscoring how deeply such industrial incidents can affect everyday life beyond the immediate site of impact. Meanwhile, national attention remained fixed on the event, with policymakers and industry leaders weighing in on the implications for energy infrastructure, workplace safety regulations, and the future of fossil fuel dependence in the United States, as incidents like this often reignite debates over whether stricter oversight or accelerated transition to alternative energy sources is necessary. Energy markets responded cautiously, with analysts monitoring supply levels and potential disruptions, noting that Texas plays a central role in refining capacity, and any prolonged outage could influence regional and national fuel availability, particularly during periods of high demand. For the workers directly affected, the incident was deeply personal, as families awaited updates on injured loved ones and sought answers about how such a powerful explosion could occur within a facility expected to adhere to rigorous safety standards, raising questions about accountability and preventive measures that could reduce the risk of similar events in the future. Experts in industrial safety highlighted that refineries operate as complex systems where human factors, mechanical integrity, and environmental conditions all interact, meaning that accidents often result from a combination of issues rather than a single point of failure, making investigations both challenging and essential for preventing recurrence. As days passed, the term mystery blast continued to dominate headlines, reflecting the uncertainty that still surrounded the incident, while officials emphasized their commitment to transparency and thoroughness in uncovering the truth, recognizing that public trust depends on clear answers and demonstrated improvements in safety practices. The explosion also served as a stark reminder of the critical yet often overlooked infrastructure that powers modern society, bringing attention to the risks faced daily by workers in the energy sector and the importance of maintaining and upgrading facilities that handle volatile materials. In the broader context, the event became part of an ongoing narrative about balancing energy demands with safety and environmental responsibility, as the United States continues to rely heavily on oil and gas while simultaneously exploring cleaner and more sustainable alternatives. Ultimately, the investigation into the Texas refinery explosion is expected to produce findings that will not only determine the cause of this specific incident, but also influence future safety protocols, regulatory frameworks, and industry practices across the country, ensuring that lessons learned from this event are applied to prevent similar tragedies. While for now, the charred remains of the facility stand as a powerful symbol of both the strength and vulnerability of the systems that fuel the modern world, and a reminder that even in highly regulated environments, uncertainty and risk can never be completely eliminated.